Hey guys, today we're gonna make a enclosure for the tortoises outside. It's been a nice hot summer. They enjoy being out in the lawn this time of year. We'd like to make it so that they can be out at night as long as it's warm enough. And also we want to be able to leave them in the yard so we don't have to watch them, because they tend to get into stuff. I worry about the garden, and they try to dig under the fence pretty often. So I'll show you them. They're out here in the yard. Let's take a look. So these guys are out here in the yard. It's already probably 80 degrees or close to it, and it's only 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's gonna be a hot day. They love it out here in the sun. They're gonna eat grass most of the day and then probably find a little corner to sleep in. Meanwhile, I'll be over here building them a pen. So I got a bunch of 4x4 cutoffs here. And I bought a bunch of this cheap lumber. They're actually just furring strips because it's the cheapest lumber I could find, and they're junk, but they'll last the summer and hopefully a couple years. So we'll get this built, and then this summer we'll seal that up. Well, we got this thing all put together. It's not the prettiest looking thing. It's got it's kind of on a hill. It's not very level at all, so it kind of twists a little bit, but it will keep the tortoises in, and that's the purpose. So here's the two tortoises. They're both African spur-thighed or Sulcata tortoises. This is Zoey. Zoey is about 2 years older than Ibanez, and Zoey is about 22 years old, which makes Ibanez about 20. Actually, Ibanez is probably 20, almost 21, so maybe they're only a year and a half apart. But I think they'll be happy out here on these hot nights when it's 70 degrees outside. They can stay out all night, so we're gonna try that and see how it goes. But you can see Abby loves to bother them. He can't get enough of them. He gets all worked up over them sometimes. And there it is. There's our full enclosure. They'll get nice morning sun up at this end. They'll get nice afternoon sun at this end, and they'll have the tree for shade. They can go on one side or the other depending on if they're hot or cold. They'll have plenty of grass to eat, although we'll be feeding them in here daily, I'm sure. I think they're probably going to dig in the mulch there and make some kind of half burrows to bury themselves in. We'll see, but I'll give you an update and see how they acclimate to it, and hopefully we'll have lots more good tortoise video this year. All right, so now that that's built and they're happy in their big enclosure here, I think maybe we'll get them a treat from the garden. So let's go down. I think we got some turnips. I know they can have turnip greens. I'll give them each one turnip and a bunch of greens, and we'll see how they do. All right, so these turnip greens are starting to wilt a little bit. We're gonna trim them back today, and we'll get some turnips and some greens for those tortoises. See if there's anything else here that they can have that they would want. There's some kale, but I'm gonna leave it because there's not a lot of it. And same with the lettuce. So I just pulled out some gigantic turnips, at least one of them's gigantic. We're gonna take these up along with the greens and throw them in the pen for them, and we'll see if they like to eat them or not. Well, it looks like neither of them have eaten any of the turnips. They are a little tough, but we'll leave them in there, see if they eat them later today, and then we'll know if they like them or not. They can have them, just not a lot of them. They're a little bit too rich for them. They need more greens than fruits, or in this case, roots. Even the cat approves.